Hi everyone, this is part 3 of my wood scented wax review. Part 3 is just miscellaneous wood scents that don't go into the other two categories that I had. The first video is for sweet vanilla woods type scents. The second video was for smoky and kind of embers and ash type woodsy scents. And this video is just for miscellaneous wood scents that don't really fall into either of those other categories. So, first one we have here is Boulevard River Oak. Next one is Nicole's Home Accents Wood Noir. I think that's how it's pronounced. Next one is Sonoma Wine Cellar. Then we have Better Homes and Gardens Cedar Forest Trail. Mainstays Coastal Woods. Mainstays Triple Scented Wax Melts, which includes Coastal Woods, Sand Dollar, and Tiki Hut. DD Amber and Vanilla. Sensationals Pine Cones and Birch. Huntington Home Autumn Leaves and Sensationals Mountain Twilight. And Chesapeake Bay Candle Teakwood. And then we have Woodwick Birchwood. So I'm going to go through each one and describe the scent. Now I also just wanted to mention that I do have some other wood scents that I did not put into the wood category because even though they said they were wood, they really didn't smell like wood. I think I do have a teak wood and a sandalwood by some other brands, but I just have them under miscellaneous categories because they really don't smell like wood at all. First one we have is Boulevard River Oak. This is one of the most unusual scents I've ever smelled. I forget what the description is, but it's definitely wood, but it almost kind of smells like there's a little bit of an herbal, kind of a, I don't want to say savory, but it almost smells like, I don't want to say musty or mildewy, but it kind of smells like maybe like a, almost like maybe like a bog or a stream or a creek or someplace in the middle of the woods where you have like, a little bit of like mold on the trees. Kind of like that kind of a scent. It's kind of like almost like a wild, very natural scent. It's something that you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. It's one of those types of scents that it's going to get a lot of different reactions from a lot of different people. I like it. I think it's really different. It almost has, God, I don't want to say mushroom, but there is something really odd about this. I've melted it and it's just so different. That's the only way I can describe it. But it definitely is wood, but like a very raw wood that's kind of been, I don't know, maybe sitting out in the rain. It's the only way I can describe it. Nicole's Home Accents Wood Noir. As I had mentioned, Nicole's Home Accents is available only at AC Moore Arts and Crafts on the east coast of the country. This scent is, I guess I probably should have categorized this in the sweet wood scents because it is sweet, although it's not quite as sweet as like the vanilla woods type furniture store type scents. It's a lot different. Definitely woodsy. This one almost has like a little bit of almost like a chestnut with maybe a little bit of a clove, but it's not really smoky. That's why I didn't put it in with the smoky category. Not smoky, or if it is smoky, the smokiness is very, very light. It's just a very, very nice, I would say maybe almost like a patchouli kind of, maybe, but not quite that sweet. So that's why this is a miscellaneous woodsy scent. It's different from the other sweet scents. Sonoma Wine Cellar. This one came out in fall of this year, 2015. I did a review of the Sonoma wine scents. They actually have 4 scents in this line. And the wine cellar scent is very, very woodsy. As I mentioned when I did that review. This one smells like a very raw wood. It's definitely a wine barrel smell. It smells musty. It smells like a kind of like a dark, musty cellar with cobwebs. It smells like a cold cellar. Like it just has that. It's not minty or anything, but if you close your eyes, you can almost imagine like a damp, dark basement, and the raw wood, almost like pencil shavings type wood, with just a very slight smidgen of, possibly a little smidgen of wine, barely noticeable. It's a very unusual scent. There is absolutely nothing out there like it, not even close. Better Homes and Gardens, Cedar Forest Trail. This one, this really does smell like cedar. In fact, this one's kind of smoky. I wonder why I didn't put it in with. It's really not really all that smoky though. It's smoky, very, very slightly smoky. Definitely a little bit of a cedar smell, a little sweet, very strong. It's a very pungent woodsy scent, but really good, very strong. A little sweet. There's almost a slight men's cologne note in there. Yeah, I'm definitely smelling that rugged men's cologne in there. Again, this is very men's cologne-y smell, but more woodsy, pungent woodsy. Definitely a cedar. Very, very nice. Mainstays, Coastal Woods, and again, the triple scented max wax melt also has Coastal Woods in it. And this is just a kind of a light, I would say maybe almost a sandalwood type scent with that slight milkiness. It's not like a woodsy trail type scent. And as you can see, coastal, kind of like the beach. It does kind of have that feel. I mean, it doesn't have a beach scent, but definitely has like that kind of an outdoorsy sandalwood type of a light wood type scent. And the same thing with the one that's in the triple melt, same thing. Just a kind of a a little bit of a sandalwood, I guess. In the triple scent, we also have Sand Dollar and Tiki Hut, which are a little bit more tropical. I wouldn't even really classify these first two as wood scents. They're really just more tropical type scents. We have DD, Amber, and Vanilla. DD brand is available only at Hobby Lobby. If you don't have a Hobby Lobby in your area, you can actually order these online, which is what I did. Amber and Vanilla is not anything like you would expect it to smell. I really expected it to smell like amber and or vanilla. It smells like neither. I don't smell any vanilla in here, and amber, maybe. There maybe is a slight amber, but it's not that sweet, warm amber that you can melt in like a bedroom. It's more of a woodsy, kind of almost like a woodsy bitter amber. It's a very unusual scent. It definitely is wood. It's like I don't want to say a raw wood, but it's almost like a bitter wood, like maybe a sandalwood, but it's not quite milky enough. Definitely, it's interesting. Sensationals, Pine Cones, and Birch. This smells like I guess it smells like a pine cone. I mean, it doesn't smell like pine. It doesn't smell smoky, not really. Maybe a little bit nutty. It does kind of smell, has that pine cone, like something that would fall from a tree. Like that type, not like a tree bark or almost has kind of a weird, I don't want to say buttery, almost like a buttery note, which is why it kind of reminds me a little bit of a, like maybe a little bit of a chestnut, but just a little. Yeah, this definitely has a little bit of nuttiness. It's different. I really like it. The Huntington Home, I believe, is made or was made by Sensationals, and Huntington Home Living Autumn Leaves and the Sensationals Mountain Twilight are exactly the same scent. In fact, well, so much for that. I thought they were the same color. They're both a very... Actually, I think I should actually reclassify these under pine because they actually have a piney scent. Yeah, I don't know why I put them under... These definitely have a pine scent. In fact, I think I just miscategorized them. Definitely smelling pine. I smell pine and sage. Description for Mountain Twilight is a cool breeze over pine and aspen. Maybe it's the aspen that I smell that smells like sage that gives it almost that slightly sausage note, if that makes sense. I think it's the sage in there, that spice. But it's woodsy, it's not smoky. There's definitely a hint of pine and sage. So these should be reclassified under pine scents. And I have a lot of pine and spruce and Christmas tree scents. Those are, I'm going to do those in a different time. In fact, just a quick hint, just a quick peek here. You'll see my Christmas tree, piney, sprucey scents here. And then we have a bunch more sitting here. And again, those are going to be a totally different video that I'm going to do at another time. Carrying on, we have the Chesapeake Bay Candle Teak Wood, and this is an interesting scent. It's definitely wood. It's almost like a like one of those, like a wood noir scent. It's a little bit sweet, but not sweet enough to be in the sweet woods category. It almost has a very, very slight clovey smell, but it's not. It's like kind of that expensive furniture store smell. Maybe this should be in with sweet woods too. It's very nice. It smells like a authentic furniture type wood, if that makes sense. And then last we have Woodwick Birchwood, and this one is very similar to Boulevard River Oak in that it's kind of like a bitter raw wood smell. Like a wood bark. Again, it's very different from anything else. Gosh, it's very similar to River Oak. It almost smells like it might be the same scent. Is that possible? No, I wonder. No, they're different colors. They're very similar. It's amazing. The River Oak is more pungent, though, more bitter, whereas the Birchwood is more of has a very slight sweet note. But they both smell like that raw wood in a running stream with like kind of like the little bit of the mildew and the mold, if that makes sense. It sounds terrible when I describe it, but it's actually a very nice, natural, kind of a green smell. So there you have it. Those are the miscellaneous wood scents. Not quite as exciting as I thought it would be. I really thought I had more miscellaneous wood scents. I guess I don't. I think I'll have to recategorize some of them. Birchwood, River Oak, Amber and Vanilla, those are miscellaneous scents. They're not even really, I wouldn't even consider those really wood scents. This Huntington Home and Mountain Twilight, these are definitely pine scents. I miscategorized them. I think this Teakwood and the Woodwood Noir, those should be sweet vanilla woods type scents. They're very similar. And this Cedar Forest Trail, I think, is actually more of a men's cologne. It is very woodsy, definitely more woodsy and a little spicy than men's cologne, but it is very men's cologne-y. So really the only 4 that I would say are truly miscellaneous woodsy scents would be the Wine Cellar, the Pine Cones and Birch, and the Coastal Woods. So, hope you've enjoyed this. Again, the Pine Spruce Christmas Tree scents, I will do those reviews at another time. Sometime before the end of November or December, I'll be doing those. So just look for those. And again, I hope you've enjoyed this. Have a wonderful day.